Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a current products I'm loving video. I mentioned previously that I had been trying out a bunch of new products, but I was kind of like new to using them and I wanted to use them for a few weeks and then update you guys on what I've been loving. There's a lot of products in here, a lot of glowy, beautiful kind of spring, summer-esque products. So if you want to know what I've been loving, then let's go ahead and jump in. My first favorite is some new hair products that I've been testing out for a little over a month from a brand called Seychelles hair care. So I am partnering with them for this portion of the video. They sent over the products, asked me if I wanted to try them out. If I like them, then we could work together. So I've been testing them for quite a while. I'm almost out. I mean, I really think I have like one use left. So I have a pretty good idea of why I like these products, how they work. First of all, these bottles are massive, which I like. I like that they're in a squeeze tube, so everything is going to be at the bottom. You don't have to like, try really hard to get the products out. This is their argan oil shampoo. It's for dry, damaged, color treated hair, which is me right here. I recently took out my extensions actually like a couple days ago, so I'm just adjusting now to having my natural hair length back. What I can say about this is it's very light. It has a good lather to it. It kind of detangles, and that's something that I look for in a shampoo. I like something that's going to not make my hair feel really like dry or like straw. I want something that's really going to detangle easily before I go in with conditioner, because sometimes you can get, a lot of tangle when you're using products like I'm using, which would be like texture sprays and all of those hairsprays that I use when I do style my hair. So the main ingredient in these products is argan oil. It's very moisturizing. I can attest to that. It's just a moisturizing but lightweight shampoo. Has a light kind of citrusy smell. It's not overpowering. It's not like a grandma smell. I've had that where I can't stand the smell of a product. It's nice, light, and fresh. And then I really want to talk about the conditioner. The conditioner does a great job at detangling, which is my biggest issue again when I'm using all these hair products when I had extensions in. And what I liked was this detangled, but it was so lightweight. And I really think that's a big thing to note. A lot of times deep conditioners or conditioners in general, I will avoid putting them on my scalp because they can really weigh down. I almost want to keep it here down. This one I didn't have any issues. I'll insert some clips of me kind of applying it in the shower. By the way, Ian did that footage, so we're gonna give a big thumbs up to Ian because I was like, I need you to film me in the shower, and he's like, well, that's gonna be awkward. So if you're kind of on the hunt for a everyday conditioner that's really gonna hydrate the hair but not weigh it down, not give you that greasy feel. I still had volume, my hair was very bouncy. This is a great one to try. It's just really lightweight. And the product that I found myself loving probably the most is their Argan Treatment. I have been going ham on this bad boy. I'm almost halfway through. Even though it is an oil treatment, you take a dime size amount and you can apply it to damp hair. I have also applied it to dry hair, just to my ends, but I usually just apply it to damp hair, especially on the mid to, ends of my hair. It really kind of soaks in instantly and it gives you that hydration. I feel like it's kind of protecting the hair from the split ends. We've all kind of dealt with that. When you're using, styling tools and extensions and things like that, I really have to take care of my hair. So I've really been enjoying this because it is so lightweight, but it's nourishing. I think that's kind of the theme with everything here. So for me, this is like my everyday moisturizer for my hair, specifically the ends of my hair. So definitely been loving that. Again, you can use it wet or dry. They say to use it damp, but I use it dry as well. So if you're looking for some new hair care products that have natural ingredients, that are vegan, cruelty-free, I definitely recommend Seychelles hair care. I've been loving them. As I said, I've been using them for a while before I agreed to work with them, and I highly recommend them. So if you do buy all three products, you do get 10% off your order, and then you get free shipping if you spend $70 US. So I will leave a link down below, and you guys can kind of check out the website. They have more information, but I'm just telling you my experience. Highly recommend them, so check them out down below, and let's jump into some more favorites. One of my favorites that I have been using consistently and I've been absolutely obsessed with is the Fit Cover Mineral Powder Foundation. I did a video on this. I will leave it in the cards if you did not see that video, but I cannot put this down, especially in my everyday life. I'm actually finding it difficult to use liquid foundations now because I just feel like they feel so heavy and they look patchy, whereas this is just quick, easy. It lasts all day. It doesn't feel sticky. I'm just really in love with this. I have the shade Embrace. They do have a shipping facility in the United States because this shows up at my door in like 2 to 3 days, so it's super quick. I did go ahead and purchase a couple more. I purchased Naked for when I'm more fair, and then another Embrace. Highly recommend. Again, check the cards up here or down below. I will link my powder foundation routine if you want to see it in action, but it has great coverage. It has a nice radiant finish. Beautiful, beautiful product, highly recommend. Next up is a skincare product that I've been using consistently, and I purchased it about a month or two ago. I saw JD Wadey recommend it. She has a background in aesthetics, so she kind of knows a lot about skincare. So I picked this up. This is the Image Skincare Ageless Total Resurfacing Mask. A lot of times you'll see brands like this in actual spas, and sometimes you can't order them, but I actually had no problem ordering this. I believe it was like 30 or 40 bucks, so definitely not super affordable, but it is a resurfacing mask you apply 5 to 30 minutes, wet hands and massage for 1 minute. It's basically got acids in it that resurface the skin, it lightens, brightens, and it leaves you smooth. So basically, it kind of reminds me of like the TLC baby facial from Drunk Elephant and what it does for your skin, making your skin feel very smooth, but it has little beads in it. It's more of like a clay texture, and so when you rub it off, you kind of just like push the beads into the skin and you get an exfoliation as well. It does tingle at first, very much like the baby facial from Drunk Elephant, but I really like it. It seems a little bit less harsh than the baby facial. I love the baby facial, but it really stings and you feel like, whoo, like it's kind of burning. This is just like a little tingle, and then it feels like a clay mask. And as I said, when you kind of buff it into the skin to wash it off, you get a good exfoliation. So really been liking this. I probably will repurchase this when I go through it. I'm about halfway through, and I just noticed that my skin is very smooth afterwards. I have a couple brushes I want to mention. There's some that are really standing out to me lately that I've been using a ton. This first one is from Iconic London. This brush is so soft, so densely packed. It's massive. So what they originally came out with it for was to use like their illuminating powder all over the face. I use this for my body a lot of the time, under my neck, on my chest. If I want to apply like a liquid kind of glowy product, I use this to buff it in. It's just beautiful. It covers so much at once and it just feels nice and luxurious. I've washed it multiple times and I haven't noticed any wear and tear. It's a beautiful brush. It is pricey, but I find that I use it a lot. If I were to use something like a body blur or something, I go ahead and use this to buff it in. You can use like a tanning mitt as well, but I like that this kind of diffuses it. You could even use this for your self tanner if you really wanted to. I just feel like it's a little bit precious and I don't want to like stain it, but I do use it a ton, like a ton. I never show it on camera, but it's just something that's always on my desk and I'm using. So I wanted to recommend it because it's something I use all the time. Another brush that everybody raves about, but it is so good, is the IT Cosmetics. This is their Love Beautifully brush. I think this is an Ulta exclusive. It's a heart-shaped brush, which is adorable, but it is so good for foundation, powder, concealer, really foundation. This brush is one of my favorites, if not my top favorite. When I think of my top favorite foundation brushes, IT Cosmetics has like a few. There's a double-ended one that you can do concealer and foundation. I've recommended it to you guys. Lately, I cannot put this down. It's so good. They're so pricey, but I've washed this multiple times. It's still rolling. I don't have any issues with the quality. Something about this just buffs your foundation in so well. It's not too dense where you get that kind of dragging motion, but it is dense enough to give you that coverage. Highly recommend. I know people rave about them. Again, a product that I use all the time and I don't really show on camera maybe, but it's always top drawer. The third brush is one you guys have been asking me about. I hauled this from Sephora. This is the Pro Demi Fan number 72 brush. I am in love with this brush. It has become like my top 10 brush status. It's so nice for bronzing the skin. You can just literally kind of go around the perimeter of your face, under your chin. You could do like a subtle kind of bronzy nose contour. It's so beautifully packed. It kind of has like a larger portion up here and then it gets skinnier, but I find that it's just a nice way to bronze the skin or contour without like a harsh line. So I use this all the time. I highly recommend it. I have not tried the Scott Barnes one yet because I want to do a video with you guys, but this I've been using all the time. Love it. Highly recommend. Next up is an acne treatment product that I found and I am blown away by. Now I've used products similar to this, but something about this specific product, you can only get it at Walmart. I had a massive breakout, I think I mentioned to you guys in my last video, and I was like on the hunt for something to help me because I was literally in like despair on what was going on in this region on my chin, like hormonal acne times 10, and it was under the skin. I couldn't get it. Every product I put on top of it dried my skin out. It was red, flaky, painful, but then it was still sore. It was just a mess. So I was like, you know, on Google, I'm like, oh my God, like hormonal acne, cystic acne, what's gonna help me out right now? I came across these hydrocolloid blemish patches. Now here's the thing, I've used, I think it's called Peace Out Acne. I've used so many different brands. I wanna say like 4 or 5 brands. This is not a new thing to me, but people were raving about this specific brand, and it's the cheapest brand I've ever seen as well. Now you can only get these at Walmart. So I actually looked it up online and I was like, Ian, we need to go to Walmart. So we went to Walmart and I picked up, I think, 5 packs of them. They're $2.50 each, $2.50. The brand is Han-Hu Non-Medicated Hydrocolloid Spot Treatment. Here's why these are so great. Because they're non-medicated, a lot of times these healing dots have salicylic acid or something like that in them, which can help, but also can be very drying. My blemish was so dry and irritated and tight and red. I mean, it just hurt so bad because I'd been slathering on a bunch of drying acne treatments just trying to get it to calm down. So this was like a break, because what it does is it pulls out the infection. It's really actually kind of disgusting, but what you can do, and I know a lot of people are going to say you shouldn't do this, but when I have a blemish that has been, you know, inflamed for 7-8 days, I cannot get it to go down. I've done everything in my power. I take a sterile needle and like lancet it or kind of poke a little hole in it and slap one of these on, and I'm telling you, in 2 days it was gone. So I literally had this monstrous painful cyst for, I want to say, 8 or 9 days. And then I used this for 2 nights and it's flat now. So I have a little red mark down here because I just treated it, but these are a lifesaver. I am absolutely blown away. As I've said, I've used these in the past, but not this brand, and it's $2.50 and you get 36 patches. So I did buy like 4 or 5 packs of them to be stocked up. So if you struggle with acne, this is something nice to have on hand, because a lot of the other products, they're just drying. And if you have a cystic acne, putting on a drying, you know, benzoyl peroxide or something, it's just gonna dry out your skin on top. This calms it. It pulls the infection out, but calms it. So it's like the redness goes down, the bump goes down, and the infection comes out. So highly recommend. I'm just so glad I found these. A skin mist I've been loving and using all the time is the Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist. I've had it for a couple weeks now, and I have put a dent in it. I love this with powder foundation, with liquid foundation. This is a very dewy, but not too sticky. Sometimes, like with the Morphe setting spray, I feel like there's a little bit of a tack to it. It's very glycerin heavy. Now this one does have glycerin in it, but this is more of like a, I don't know how to describe it. It's a more of a watery, less tacky feeling. It's more of a moisturizing. Kind of reminds me of the way that the Pixi Glow Tonic feels, with a little bit more of a dew. I feel like there's so many sprays on the market right now, and a lot of them are really good, but this one is standing out to me as something that I'm reaching for. It looks beautiful, but it also doesn't leave droplets on your face, and it gives you that nice glow. A product I heard about, first of all, I heard about the Patrick Ta Beauty collection, and immediately was like, oh my gosh, yes. I was so excited. And then I saw all the products and I was like, I want to get one of each. So I heard great things from my friend Cheryl about this product. I ordered on the day of launch, and then they came to Sephora, and I was kind of disappointed because I was like, whoa, now my shipping's gonna take forever, because I didn't know it was coming to Sephora. But I got the product. My friend Cheryl said it smelled like heaven, and I was like, okay, we usually like the same kind of scents. I got it, and I've been using it, and I am absolutely obsessed with this. This is the Major Glow Body Oil from Patrick Ta. Oh my gosh, this smells so delicious. I can't even put my finger on what it smells like. It just smells like heaven to me. But what I like about it beyond that is it has a spray. So first of all, for me, it smells good, and I spray it on my chest, and then I use that Iconic London brush to really kind of work it in, or you can just let it kind of settle. It gives you a really pretty, glittery, kind of glowy body look, but it's not sticky. I tried the Fenty Beauty, as you guys saw. It's just too sticky for me. I feel like it's sticky. Everything I put on is like just grabbing, and it feels uncomfortable to me. When you apply enough to really kind of show it off, unless you're in the sunlight, I feel like the Fenty Beauty, you really have to like pack it on, and I can't stand like the film. This feels like a body oil in the sense that it dries down. So like the Kiehl's or the Chanel spray that I hauled a while ago, it gives you hydration, but it's not sticking to your clothes. So I could actually wear this like under, you know, a t-shirt, under a blouse, and it's not gonna be like sticking or transferring. It's clear with glitter in it, but it smells so good. So for me, I would just use it on my chest and my arms to give me a nice scent, kind of like I would use the Chanel spray body oil, but this has a glitter if you want that extra oomph. It smells so good, you guys. I'll use it in a video to come. I'll kind of demo it on my chest since I do have like a high neck shirt on, but the smell and the way that it feels, it's so comfortable, it's moisturizing, and then it's beautiful. I love it. Last up, I have glosses to tell you guys about, just some of the ones that I am reaching for continuously. These are phenomenal. I've mentioned them before. This is the KKW Bronze, and her kind of creamy ones like these two. I have Super Nude. Oh my god, Super Nude is so beautiful. And then I also have Juicy. I'm just gonna swatch them for you so you can see, but these are phenomenal. They are so beautiful. They have just enough pigment. So this is Juicy right here, which is like a peachy coral. And then we have Super Nude, which is really just like crazy nude. Super Nude is like MAC Myth in a gloss. Another great gloss that I wanted to compare was the Lime Crime Wet Cherry glosses. These are very similar in the way they feel. The KKW is a little bit stickier, but in terms of the pigmentation, these are very similar. So I have the shade here, White Cherry, which is very similar to that Super Nude. This White Cherry almost has a little bit more of a gray undertone. So here's Super Nude. I'm flipping you off. I apologize. And then here's White Cherry. It's so pretty though. I'm just gonna apply some. It just like nudes out whatever you have on. It just makes it like so, I don't know, neutral and pretty. It's got that milky look to it. So I've been really enjoying that. And then also similar to the Juicy is Unripe Cherry, again from Lime Crime. Just a little bit more orangey right here, so you can see that they're all just very similar, but I've been reaching for all of these shades quite a lot. And then I also have Flaming Cherry, which I love with like a super bronzy look. I just feel like it's just like that pop that you need. So you can just do like a liner and then a nude lipstick and then pop this on top, and it really just gives you like that beautiful pop look. And then I have one more. I watched the Tati Scott Barnes video, and I went ahead and purchased the lip gloss that he used on her, which is from the brand Victoria Duke Beauty, and the shade is Hottie. This is a glittery gloss, and we all know that I'm a glitter gloss lover. You can definitely dupe this out, but if you can see it right there, it has that glittery shine to it. It's just stunning. So all of these glosses are really kind of standing out to me. I will list and link all of them down below so you know like what shades I'm recommending to you. But if you like a super crazy nude lip, super nude, you just need to have it. And if you like a really cool toned nude lip, I really like White Cherry. When I first saw it, I was like, oh my god, that's like white gray, but over lipstick it looks so pretty. All right guys, so that's everything that I've been loving recently. I really have just been into really glowy, beautiful, natural products. Eyeshadows are really not what I'm focusing on lately. I just really have been loving skin products, lip products, body products, things like that. Don't forget to check out the Seychelles hair products. I will have them linked down below, as well as everything else that I mentioned. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.